Welcome to Biomutant. Probably one of my favorite games thus far. And yeah, I'm sure you've heard all of the reviews and all of the contention people have about this game. Yeah, it's not the best looking thing, but if you ask me, this is all I could ask for. I don't ask for a game to look good, and it looks gorgeous. I don't ask for a game to be really well thought out half of the damn time. This is all I really need. If you're down for a Bethesda game, but you want less bugs, there's bugs in this game, sure, but there's a lot less of them. Way less of them from release, which is kind of a slap in the face,
A
honestly.
quarrel spot. You can't help but wonder what was so
Let's
worth
not deal
fighting
with
over
that at the
here.
moment. Let's just take a look see at playing around with the crafting system first, cause crafting system's fun. Let's start by looking at some melee types, huh? How about that? I have a lot of them. 32 hours or so playing this game. Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of things. I've been collecting, unlike other people that tried to charge through the game in 16 hours. That's the main reason why they're not going to like the game, because you're rushing through a game which wants you to take your time and be thorough. If you're not going to be thorough, you're going to rush to the end. You're going to miss out on a lot of stuff. You're not going to have good gear. You're going to not have as good at the time. It's just going to be a slog. You're going to notice a lot of the negativities because you're not looking around. You're charging for the goal. It's not like Breath of the Wild where you can just run over and fight Ganon instantly. Like, you gotta play around with stuff. There's a lot of mechanics in this game that you can do stuff with. For instance, Sawbat. Weird looking bat. Where is my axe bat? Let me find a bat. Bat bing bat. It's just a straight up baseball bat connected by a piece of metal right there, which is haha. And I could probably put like I could put saw blades on here. Ooh, that oughta smart. Glass shards. Okay, where are my copper shards? These things are very good. So yeah, you can make some pretty devastating weapon types if you want to look around for stuff. Stuff like this. Can I just take those off? I'm gonna take those off so I can look at the base
What
weapons.
to build? What to build?
That don't look right. Something about that tells me that that's backwards. That's totally Ike's sword, but backwards. Don't look at me. I don't know how to put together a weapon. I have a handle with a trigger on it connected to toilet brush. This thing was created to automatically clean your toilet, I guess. I don't know. I don't know at all. I'm not even gonna say anything about that. Ooh. Now that's tasty. And it's still light. I don't know how. That doesn't look like a light piece. So yeah, there's a lot of different weapons that you can build. Some of them very practical. Some of them deadly. Some of them just look funny. Let's make a katana before we move on to the guns, which is my favorite part. Bat katana. There we go. See? The Wu katana. Or you can do the Nippon katana, which, if I can find it real quick. Banana katana. Banana katana! That looks sleek and modern. But no. Wrench sword. I know it's in here somewhere. I'm gonna find it. It's coming to me. There we go. Rack saber. That just wouldn't. That wouldn't do it for me. Okay. Now where is my? Here's another one. The Rekatana. If you want to have the blade a little bit further out than normal. And this weird, like, blunt area right here that you could probably use as a second handle. I don't know. Wait, where'd my Nippons go? I had like 4 of them. Where are my Nippons? Well, there's a Tonto. That makes a good looking katana. Very modern looking. No, cool, no. I know I have them. I never used a single one. There they are. Look at that. Wah, 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 wah. Slice, 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 slice. A lot of fun. A lot of fun making little weapons here that you can use. And yeah, you can put glass shards on my blade. That's a stupid idea. Installing screws on my blade so that it gets hitched on enemies while I slice them. That's a smart idea. That's a pretty cheap weapon because it's garbage. But okay, let's look at the guns. This is my favorite part. I could sit here for hours just looking at the combinations that you can make, and I'll only make a handful of them so that you can take a look-see. Let's go with that, because that's silly. Something that would not have a sight picture. Yes, like that. Just useless. What a powerful weapon. Alright, let's change some things up. Let's see what else we got. So, the weapon I currently made, this is a pistol, which is why I can't put a stock on it. This would be a rifle. Actually, magazines do work for this. Wait. Wait a minute. Where's the wood stock? Uh-huh. And then I was trying to make an M4 earlier, but I don't have all the parts, and the base of the gun's like all wrong, which it should be like the end of it, but I guess I just don't have all the pieces that I need to really make that work. Now, do I? Let's see what looks as close to an AK as physically possible. That's closer, but not right. I'm sitting here trying to invent an AK. Not quite. The hammer does not need to be there. That's... I'm getting very close, though. I will make this AK. I will have an AK. Come on. I want my Kalashnikov. Come on, baby. That's closer to an M4. But also not correct. Garbage AK. Sprinkler AK. Drill AK. Your Sprav would be proud. Yeah, okay, not bad. I think I've just about found it. The Merp might be what I'll go with. Ooh. That would just be, that wouldn't feel very good. That trigger feel would suck so bad. I just go with this. The Valvino Merplage. So, when I shoot an enemy, it damages them when it goes in and when it goes out. And it will go through other enemies too, doing the same thing. So this is... I don't like that accuracy, though. I wish that I could upgrade the accuracy. Can I get a better scope for that? No, that just increases range.
Thought it couldn't be better.
This grenade launcher sight's backwards. That is straight up backwards. An AK that the Emperor would be proud of. For destroying heresy. All sorts of skulls can destroy heresy. This weapon was invented to purge heretics. Oh. Oh. Yes. Very much so, yes. I just need to figure out how to improve that accuracy. Can I do it with a different muzzle? No, maybe it's the grip. No. I think it's all in the core. Nope, that's not the core. Yep, it's all in the core. So this is an automatic rifle. I think these things, by design, are just not... Wait. No, this is just a rifle. Okay, and that doesn't make that much sense. Because there's other rifles, such as the Infernally. Very good accuracy. I need a Valvino, which has good accuracy. If such a thing exists, I want it. Now look at this. The shooter. Let's get some fitting end pieces for this thing. That kind of works. Vaguely. I need something that fits into that boxy end frame right there. Actually, that kind of works, doesn't it? No drum mags. We're just gonna we want something with good reload. If I can make it... I'm pretty sure that's not how that works. A big drum mag is not gonna be that good of a reload. That thing is heavy and unwieldy, and let me look at the other ones. Why are the drum mags good reload speed? That doesn't make a lot of sense. And then again, this game does not make a lot of sense. Let's get a good base to match the rest of this creation. It has to be something with like a oval-like back end. This grip has to be just right. Scoring is not it. Not the right back design. Not the right back design at all. What would be good? Well, now we're talking a little bit. But look at that trigger. You're not pulling that trigger. Do I even have a weapon piece which matches this, like, aesthetic? The top goes perfectly, the bottom does not, and that's a tiny, like, trigger profile right there. Like, look at that. Just, you're like, barely got your finger on that thing. Now, let's put a stock on there that... Can I, like... Yeah, sniper stock, baby! There. That actually fits into the socket perfectly. Look at this thing. The Shooter Merplum. 5-star. Grand quality. And it has cold damage. This thing has great reloads, and it makes it shoot faster. Good accuracy. Great range. Okay, critical chance. Fire rate's kind of ass, but look at that armor penetration. Which doesn't really matter at the end of the day, but that's okay. I would build this thing, but... You know what? In case I ever make a melee weapon which does something else, like Biohazard, I may as well make this. I already made a gun earlier.
Now you can deal death from a distance.
Damn straight I can. Yeah, the Shooter Merplum, although it's probably not as good as my Balta Boss Lodge. Wait. The magazine's even bigger than that? That's already a pretty big magazine. Ooh. Yeah, this is another one of the things that I made. It's stupid. It's dumb. So that's an interesting looking stock. Very retro looking. That's a revolver cylinder. There is a, the double drum mag. And right there, the circular thing that looks like a drum as well, which I think is like some sort of like receiver system. I'm not entirely sure how in the hell this thing is supposed to practically work, but for the Emperor, I suppose. And this is my favorite weapon, the Frizzle Bulgils. This thing, superheats saw blades and then fires them out. They are not accurate at all, but if you're real close to the enemy, it'll mow through them and then hit other things behind it. Probably not as good as my, where's that other weapon that I had, which, did damage going in and out? Oh, that's the AK that I was about to make and then decided not to make. I will make that thing eventually. If I can find a better one, that, a better, front end, that would be very nice. But, yeah. Dang, that thing does a lot of damage. I only noticed that now. But that explains why it's a heavy class, which I'm not going to deal with. I'm gonna get geared up in my stuff and get ready for a fight. Shoot a Merplum. We'll give it a go. Ice. Mission. That's a one-handed slash. Oh. Hey. Alright, we want that and then that. Alright, this should be a good setup. I didn't realize that I had that good of a gear setup. Hey, stop punching me. Ah, you dick.
It's hot. Maxed out on energy.
All right.
In the face.
Woo.
Made it count.
This is why you want different elemental types in your weapons. If you play your shit just right, you can actually have 2 guns, 2 swords, and just do all sorts of effects on them to keep them constantly stunned. Uh-oh. A monster joined the fray. I don't think that he was meant to come out this way. Oops. Dang, that's a fast reload. Wait a minute. Is that thing fighting for us? No way, I've never seen that. It's friendly! It's got a big ol'... It's got... He looks like he's ready for a nap. Right. Okay. Let's put some good time here. Is there anything here that I could actually, like, loot? I can't get up there, so... I guess that was all that was here. It's usually just a a battlefield. That's just right here. Whenever you find one of these contested areas, these are all just like battlefields. There's usually no treasure nearby. So you gotta keep on going. Let me show you a few other little gadgets I've got. This ain't a gadget, but I did... Purple moose. My purple moose. The power of the purple moose. It's heralded as a
top of a shaftiloo.
Yeah,
A gigantic dig hole toxinol cut into the forest to pull things out of the earth.
A shaftiloo, huh? Can I open this? No? Can I open that? I've opened connexes before with my souped up, thing. I'd like to open them, but They won't let me do it. But that's whatever. So yeah, I can safely say I love this game. Not everyone's going to, though. It's got a lot of things that are kind of wonky about it, and it's got the kind of gameplay formula which a lot of people would not be very interested in, and that's fair. But it's not fair to be doing reviews on this game where you force yourself to go through the entire story without doing any side objectives, because that's how you get the good gear. That's how shit gets more interesting. And in case you didn't realize, because it's hard to tell, I am playing on hard mode. These dudes used to be pretty nasty, but I'm not having as many problems anymore now that I've made some sick gear. I was doing very poorly in combat until I made this gear. And also, I put, like, let me show you. I put a ton of points into luck. I did not actually put a lot into strength. I picked it, like, maybe 4 times. And everything else maybe once or twice except intellect. But luck I have dumped into, because I'm here for the crafting system. Clearly, I have fun with the crafting system. So, that's kind of what I do. Can I get anything else that's nice? Ooh, trigger tech. Although I want wet. I only got the sniper thing, so I'm not a big fan of using that thing. We're gonna want some closed weapons, 2 dual melee, done, 1 hand. I could get something. I also do need some crush, because there's occasionally times where I want to actually use some of the blunt melee weapons. Dang. Some of these I might actually have to consider. So if I have to use a single, this would throw my weapon at them like a boomerang. Sorry, I'm sitting here just looking at moves. I genuinely thinking of, like, stuff that would be handy to have, because if you pull off 3 different moves one after another, like, you can do the Super Wung Fu, which I did there for a bit on that one guy when I threw him into that building. So it's nice having purchased a lot more of these, although they're all basically more or less the same, just for different weapon types. You may as well. Once you get to my level, like, you may as well just buy them all. It makes doing the Super Wung Fu easier, and in regards to something like, well, let me find it. Where's my pistol? This pistol right here. The Herxbraka, yes. The Missile Cloud ability. It doesn't matter if you have only using that one pistol or you're using a second pistol and akimboing that. If you're doing that by chance, Missile Cloud is very handy because it's every 4 shots overall. Everything that you've currently got on you. So you can, like, fire both of the pistols. It's only 2 shots on one, 2 shots on the other. And then the 4th one will shoot a missile. But if you're in Super Wung Fu mode and you decide to use your gun, you'll fire by jumping over the enemy and then slow motion, like Matrix style, just like unloading bullet after bullet. As you're shooting, every bullet you fire shoots a rocket. Instead of it being every 4, it's every 1. Which is really handy for clearing out an area. Like, Missile Cloud is one of my favorite special effects. I would highly recommend it. If you're having difficulties with a nasty boss, just run up to it, get lucky with using your melee combos, and then unload on it. Like, people are just like, oh, I just use my guns and do stuff like this. Alright, let me show you what people tend to do. Where is it? No, my it took my guns off of the gear wheel. This is what people usually do. Like, they're straight up playing as gunners in Phantasy Star. Which is cool and all, but I don't like it. I like combining my moves and being slick. See, that's all you gotta do. Use that move, use this move, and I hit him enough times because of it to set him on fire. I can do it dodge, melee, range. Oh, try that again. Dodge, melee, range. As long as your last move hits, it counts. And you can do this. Do I have enough time to... Where's my Herxbraka? Dang it! Couldn't get to show it off.
You might want to fall back.
Okay. Alright.
Radiant Scorcher.
Here we go. One rocket per bullet. And it just goes after nearby enemies. It all homes in. However, the gun usually just works like this. Every so often, a little rocket comes out. Really cute weapon. Does a great job. But it's just not as good as if I were to use melee. Freaking armored guys. Guns do not work very well on them. These guys are quite armored.
Slice and dice.
Done and done. So yeah, you're usually finding fights like that out here. It's
The
not
story
bad.
will go on as long as there is someone there to listen.
Sometimes I wish he wouldn't talk as much, but it's not really that bad. It's just a little grating sometimes. Hee hee. Alright, well, I'm going to continue exploring. I just wanted to show off some of the crafting system and a little bit of combat. In my opinion, it's a good game. It's not for everyone. It's really not for everyone. It's people that play a lot of other games and they don't feel like their time is open enough to play a game like this, then yeah, you're not going to like this game. Like, go back to playing the other games that you enjoy, because clearly this is not for you. But for some people that are looking for a more casual experience, which involves a lot of looking around, exploring. You want to explore something new. This is a good game. I would recommend getting it on sale. Unless they fix a lot of the stuff and maybe potentially add more stuff in, because I would really like more things to build weapons out of. And more outfits, of course, too. Only so much you can do with this many outfits. Oh. Okay. Did I just walk into a combat area? I don't think so. Here we go. Lots of stuff. Okay. Oh!
What a blow!
Ouch. Yeah, you get the gist of the game. I'm gonna go deal with this on my own terms. Thanks for joining me. Haha. Bye-bye.